Futurelooks CES 2012 coverage is brought to you by Cooler Master. Celebrating 20 years of innovation and excellence with visually striking products like the new Cooler Master Cosmos 2 Ultra Tower chassis. Hey, it's Steven from Futurelooks.com, and we are at the CES 2012 booth for Cooler Master. They've got some brand new innovations to show off to us. We're going to start over here with the power supplies. I've got Wei from the company. He's one of the technical marketing gurus over here. And Wei, what's up with the power supplies? What's new?
Currently, as you guys see before, this is our Silent Pro Hybrid series, and then it's out in the market right now. And then next up, we have the new power supply, Silent Pro M2. It's the successor of the Silent Pro 1. Basically, the difference is that Silent Pro M, it's all 80 plus browns. For Silent Pro M2, for the 850 watt up to the 1500 watt, it's going to be 80 plus silver. So basically, high efficiency, better performance, and do 12V rail, and then it's going to be much more better. And then for the lower wattage, the 600, 500, and 400 watts, we're gonna up the amperage to 525, 425, and 625, so that way you get 25 watt more. And the best part about it is that the MSRP is gonna stay the same, so that way the customer can purchase the M2 at the same price as M1, and then it's much more better efficiency at higher wattage.
Now, when should we be able to see these in the marketplace?
This should be out in Q2, available in early Q2.
Are you guys still setting pricing?
The pricing is going to be exactly the same as the M1, so pretty much if you see in the market how much the M1 is, it will be exactly how much the M2 will be.
So basically an upgrade for no additional cost.
That's correct. No additional cost.
Awesome. Now you've got actually something over here that we saw at Computex 2011. This is a cooler that I thought that was only available in the Chinese market, but it looks like you've decided to bring it to North America.
That's correct. After a few decisions and some kind of tweaking, we decided to bring the X6 into the market, and we do have the X6 Elite. We made some adjustment, and then it's much more affordable, and it's going to be $49.99 in the retail market, and the performance is as good as the VA series.
That's a really great cooler, classic, and it's good to know that at $49 you still get some performance. Okay, so we just checked out a new power supply, a new cooler for the market, price point, very affordable. But I'm just looking at this display over here, and it looks like there's a competitor's product over here. Wei, what's that all about?
Yes, we're actually comparing our newest CPU cooler against Corsair's H80 cooler to prove that our cooler, tower cooler, is actually better performance than the water cooling systems.
Let's have a look at this cooler that you're talking about.
Sure. Here's the CPU cooler. It's actually the first ever vertical vapor chamber. If people don't know what vapor chamber is, actually it's a vapor chamber design that, so right, you can see there's two vapor chamber. It actually each of them dissipate 130 watt easily. So you can see that with two, you can dissipate 260 watt, and this whole system with 6 heat pipe combined, it can dissipate up over 300 watts of heats.
If you can check this out here. I'm looking at the H80 right here. It's actually at 52 degrees or so. The Vapor Chamber Cooler Master cooler over here is actually dropped to 50.2 degrees right on the spot. They're in the same room. It looks like it's the same temperature on either side, and that's pretty amazing. But the most amazing part is actually the price. Isn't that right, Wei?
That's correct. Currently, as you know, the H80 is range from $89.99 to $109.99 depending on if they have promotions. Our TPC A12 is actually going to MSRP at $69.99. So that's $20 to $40 difference depending on Corsair if they do a promotion or not.
A lot of you are familiar with the Half 932, Half Series, Half X. Those are fantastic cases that have a huge following, great airflow, great performance. But now, Cooler Master's brought out something that's a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to manage. This is called the Half XM.
That's correct. We made it Half XM a little bit more smaller. It's the mid tower size, so it's easier to handle, easier to carry. As you can see, we still have the hot swappable in the front, 2 hot swap in the front, and then we have 3 optical drives, and then we do have USB 3.0 in the front. And another unique design is on the side that we have a latch door. You can see that you can just latch and open. It's very easy. And then also we have a hidden 2.5-inch drive bay in the back of the motherboard.
Now, as far as pricing and availability goes, what are we looking at for this case?
The availability is going to be in Q2, early Q2, and then the pricing is about MSRP about $139.99.
That's really competitive with the brand new cases that are coming out. I mean, we've got the Ante 1200 out there. We got a few other cases in that price point. This looks really good, guys. I'm really excited for that. But we've actually got a few things from their CM Stormline to check out. So let's go have a look at that right now. Now the CM Stormline is all about gaming. We checked out their regular lineup, which is also, you could definitely game with it, but there's more of an emphasis with the CM Stormline for the gaming market. I'm here with Carter. He's got a couple of new things to show off to us, including a mouse and a keyboard. Isn't that right, Carter?
Absolutely. How's it going, everyone? I just want to go ahead and jump right in here. We actually have a lot of people have probably seen the Quickfire that's come out. But we have a different, the Quickfire Rapid that's already out, we have a different rendition of it with the Quickfire Rapid Red. What this is actually the cherry red switches on the Quickfire Rapid board, but we went with a black casing along with a red backplate to accent the red switches that are so highly sought after here in the US market. So what you can find here is the same feature set as the Quickfire Rapid, the in-key rollover through PS2, as well as the driverless media keys, as well as the gaming mode, which knocks off the Windows key during your gaming so it doesn't interrupt anything. Actually, moving on here, we also have a new mouse that's releasing, which is going to be the Recon. What's unique about this mouse is an ambidextrous mouse. It's designed for the fingertip grip, so your FPS and RTS players are really going to benefit from this mouse. You're going to have side buttons on both sides, again, so for the ambidextrous that that utilize the mouse in the left hand, we didn't forget about you. We also went with an optical sensor for this particular mouse, so again, for the RTS and FPS players that lift off their mouse constantly, we went with an optical sensor that achieves 3500 DPI with industry-leading 1.2 millimeter liftoff distance on black surfaces. This is really key for people that are utilizing low sensitivities and constantly picking up their mice and replacing them down. Moving on over, we also have a couple of keyboards here that we'd like to show off. Outside of the Quickfire Rapid, we have the Quickfire Pro. The Quickfire Pro here, as you can see, we have the switches off, can be available in blue, brown, red, and black cherry switches. What's interesting about this particular keyboard is the full 104 key set. Again, driverless support for all the media keys, as well as you can go change the polling on the fly from all the way from 1000 hertz to 125, depending on the user's preference. What you'll also find from this particular board is you have the WASD and surrounding keys are going to be backlit on this particular model. So the gaming cluster can be backlit and controlled in the brightness level of those LEDs. Moving on to a full LED backlit keyboard, we have the Trigger. The Trigger is going to be our mainstream keyboard here, which offers quite a different feature set from other keyboards out there. Right, this particular model is encompassed with the cherry brown switches, so you're going to get the tactile feedback without the quite the loud audible noise, with a really light forced actuation point. So it's a really great key set for the gaming market, as well as we offer a big feature set here that's going to really appeal. We offer a removable wrist rest, as well as the full LED backlit cluster with 64 kilobytes of onboard memory. What's unique about this onboard memory is it actually executes from the keyboard. So the user has up to 5 profiles, which they can select all their scripts and macros and save them onto the keyboard. What that's going to allow is the keyboard to actually execute these commands from the keyboard memory itself. So no AP, the software itself is not going to be limited by any of the games that sometimes end up banning these type of scripts that are software driven. So that was a unique feature we were able to achieve here. All of these keyboards you see here actually have a removable USB braided cable, so it's great for easy storage and moving moving around your gaming equipment from LAN party to your house, wherever you might be headed.
Carter, those are some pretty sweet mice and keyboards, but it looks like we've got one more product to show you, so let's go have a look at that. Now, we've seen a lot of keyboards and mice. Now we're going to check out one of the CM Storm cases. We've got our friend way back over here who loves cases, and he's going to tell us about a brand new CM Storm case. What's this all about here?
Okay, as you guys can see, this is the exact same design as our Trooper. This is gonna be the white version, and we're gonna call it the Striker. And then it's gonna be the exact same design. Everything's the same, except the side panel. You can see the side panel. We have the open window on the side, so the side panel is a little bit different. And as far as the MSRP goes, it's gonna be $10 more.
Thanks a lot, Wade. That's fantastic. Looks like we got some new mice, keyboards, and this new case from CM Storm. I'm Steven with Futurelooks.com. Stay tuned for more CES 2012 coverage on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Futurelooks.com. And don't forget to check out our Twitter channel and also our Facebook channel. We got pics going up there. We got live tweets coming up, so stay tuned for that. We'll see you very soon.